Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good to see you again. And if you guys have played some of the ranked matches on the TCG matchmaking server, I don't know about you personally, but for me, it's been a great way for me to test out decks that I want to try out in the meta, play competitively against some of, the top players out there, and really just get like a good understanding of some of my matchups in the current meta. It's only growing more and more. There are tons of players coming out and really expanding, their interest into the ranked simulator. And now TCG matchmaking has partnered up with OPBounty, and the creator of OPBounty, Latasio, has been working on bringing essentially an integrated form of the ranked matchmaking side that we have in the Discord into the simulator itself. All right, so you might ask yourself, where can I download this? How do I get it, attached to the simulator itself? It's very easy. If you already have the simulator downloaded, you have this downloaded. So you can go into the most recent version of the simulator. I will have the link down below if you just want to download the sim itself. But you go in, you will click into Build Windows, and then under OPTCG Sim Data, you'll go into Streaming Assets, and then you can see OPBounty is right here. So you can click on OPBounty, and then you will choose your operating system, whether you run off of Linux, Mac, or Windows. Personally, I'm running off Windows, so I'll go ahead and click that. And now you have the OPBounty application. I've already used it plenty of times, so I have it pinned to my taskbar, so I'll just open it up from there. But it will bring it up, and it's a very quick and easy creation if you just want to make an account, or you can log in with Discord. And if you are a Patreon subscriber to the TCG Matchmaking Patreon, which I believe is $5 a month, you actually get added bonuses into the OPBounty itself. There's going to be features that we'll talk about here shortly. And this is the way that you would get those features. So you would be able to log in with the Discord account, because you would have the role included onto your Discord account in the server. So I'll just go ahead and click on this, and there will be a window that pops up that says, do you want to authorize? Yes, I'd like to authorize. And look at that. Now you can just, it says authorization success. You can close the page now. I've already logged in. We're looking good. And now we have the OPBounty. This is great. It's got a lot of stuff that we're going to go over, just as to how it works, how it functions, things you need to know, all that good stuff. So one thing is, the first thing I kind of want to start off by saying is that it's a floating feature, right? But it actually, it will stay towards the front of anything on the screen. So for example, if I pull up something, it will override over it. So I learned that the hard way, because I had it in full screen doing something, looking over the statistics, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't seeing a screenshot, but it was because of my own stupidity that I ended up figuring that out. But yeah, if you think it's a little too big on the screen, you can always minimize it. You can make it smaller. You can maximize it, make it a little bit bigger. Totally customizable. So easy, up to you. And I'll make it big just for the sake of the video. It's a little bit easier to see. A couple of things that are worth noting is you can see that there are some numbers in the top. A lot of the stuff on the OPBounty you can actually just hover over, and it will give you an explanation as to what it is or what it means. So we have 143 players online on the OPBounty right now. As you can see, it says 1 searching right here. This is searching for a match. This just updated to 3. It looks like those 2 just got paired. And yeah, so no players are looking for a match right now, because there are 44 players already in one. It finds you matches very quickly. I believe the longest I've had to wait was maybe a minute, and that was, I think, the longest. Usually it's within seconds that you are paired up and found a match. Once you log in for the first time, it's going to prompt you, like when you're creating an account, to decide whether you want to be a pirate or navy. This is just for fun. It'll give you a wanted poster, which will then upgrade the higher that your bounty gets. And I believe if you choose navy, you start with Kobe as your poster. And then if you start with pirates, you start with Luffy as your poster. And they constantly change. But I digress. So with this wanted poster, it'll be able to show you, I mean, it's really neat how it shows your name as well as your bounty. And this is for the Western, Western games, the Western ranked matches right now. I believe you start at 30 million. And right now I've hit 62.3, but you can choose between Western, Eastern, or 100 berries, and we'll get to what that is very shortly. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you'll see right down here in the bottom right that it has the Patreon and Discord logo as you are signed in. It will also show you what rank you are. So the 678 right now is the rank that I have on the leaderboards. I'm just now starting to climb up the leaderboards, but if you click on it, it will give you a full breakdown of the top 100 leaderboard right now as it stands. And you can see like what their bounty is, what their rank is, the name of the player, and you know how much you need to climb in order to get to that Pirate King standpoint. You can also check out Eastern as well as the 100 berries. The 100 berries is very new though, so not a lot of people have tried it, but if you're looking for a fun game mode, it's very exciting. And all of this is just, you know, like I said, integrated into OPBounty, so it makes it very easy, seamless to just click, transition, play a match, very easy. Now, before we get into playing matches, there are a couple of things down here that are worth mentioning. First things first is if you hover over your rank, let me go full screen for this. If you hover over your rank, it'll show you basically the bounty system and what rank or moniker you'll be given based off of your bounty. So right now from 30 million to 99.9 million, you're a barrel sailor, and then you continue going up. These are just, you know, superficial ranks essentially. It's very similar to the ranks that we have in the Discord server that display a different role. So this right here though is going to change a little bit, but yeah, just to give you an idea of like where you stand essentially. And then from there we have the leaderboards, obviously, which I just showed a second ago. There's also tournaments. Tournaments is a new feature. It's still a work in progress, and something that is to be noted is that right now OPBounty is in beta. Come May 1st, we should have it launched, but there are still going to be some new functions to it. So if you do end up trying something out and maybe it's not working exactly the way that you want it to, a very good thing that you can do, let me just minimize this very quickly, is go into the Discord, and under OPBounty, you have player feedback, and you can actually go into this section and report if maybe something went wrong, or if there's you know, a feature that you think could be maybe done a little bit differently. Very good feedback overall. You know, Latasio, the creator of it, is really enjoying going through and testing out different things. So a lot of helpful feedback in here, just so that we can continue to make it the best that it can possibly be. Also, once you have gone through and like checked out some of these, the best thing that I can recommend is the stats page. The stats is really nice because this shows like a breakdown of how many wins, losses you have overall. It will also show you in the top right what your favorite leaders are and how you have been performing with that leader. And yet again, since it is in the beta form, you know, some of the numbers are still working on correcting themselves. But, you know, it's kind of a learning process. As more people play, we get more data, it becomes easier to use. But yeah, if you look down at my match history, I'm under Western right now. If I go under Eastern or 100 berries, I don't have any matches yet. But under Western, I can show my matches where I had against players, and it'll say my bounty, or excuse me, my opponent's bounty and my bounty, how much I won on the right side. and in green, and if I lost, how much I lost on the right side. It also has really nice features that are coming out that will show your deck list, you know, what you were playing with, your opponent's deck list, and now I can go through and just kind of see, oh, okay, this is interesting. They were playing Ivankov. This is what they were running as far as, you know, particular cards in their list. It allows you to kind of go over your matches a little more intricately and maybe tune in and see, okay, this is the card that's giving me the most problems. How do I play around this? So there are a lot of really cool features. There's even more coming out in the future. But as you can see, it gives you a good breakdown of how many wins, losses, you know, the games that you lost, you know, potentially where you could have done better. Your climbing of your bounty rank and essentially how much you're gaining per match. It's going to have recent matchups right here. Now this currently is a work in progress because it's having a problem detecting if players are playing on mobile. But yet again, it's in beta. This is a work in progress. As you can see though, a lot of really cool statistics here. There's going to be more as well. As you'll see, these are grayed out, but my leaders, meta, matchups, deck lists. Some of these will be just free inclusions into the OPBounty setup, but others will be included for Patreon members that will allow them to see maybe some of the more like intricate statistics. Like as far as under meta, maybe this would this I believe will have information on, you know, what cards are having the most success, what leaders are most successful for your leader to play into. A lot of really cool data right here that will help not only players but anyone that's just looking to analyze, you know, how the meta is looking at the current moment. And so to get out of statistics and to go back into the main page, the rest is very self-explanatory. We have Play West, which is the Western ranked, Play East, the Eastern ranked, and then 100 berries, which is actually a really cool idea. And I love this. I'm definitely planning on streaming some of this because I think it's really fun. But you play with decks that are worth, that are below $100 in net worth. Western meta and strong leaders are banned. So essentially you have to play like really off meta fringe decks. And it's just a fun sort of, it's like a fun game mode. So I'm really excited to give this a test. Probably get a bunch of people on my stream to come and play it with me because it looks really fun. You know, just going for like the bare minimum of, you know, I don't want to pay $400 for a deck, so let me build something crazy and see how it does. So that's pretty exciting. And then Arena right now is grayed out. However, if you ever played Hearthstone, there was an arena in Hearthstone where you would actually draft essentially a leader. You would draft some of your more powerful cards, and then you would go through and play with this drafted deck and see how you do. That is the idea here. It's going to be something very similar. Latasio is working on it. Yet again, this is a feature that's probably not going to be coming out for a little bit, but it is a work in progress. And yeah, once we have it, it should be really interesting. And there's going to be a lot more like really fun features coming out. But to show you how, you know, basically just an average game works, let's just go ahead and do that very quickly. So I can just hop into a match and just kind of show you guys, you know, how to report your wins. It's so simple. How to report your wins, to play the match, and anything that you need to do. All right, so first things first, simple as this. Am I trying to play Western or Eastern? And personally, I'm trying to play Western, so I'm just going to go ahead and click. It starts searching. It's very easy, and it'll just take a few seconds, and look at that. Already found a match, but it's telling me that I'm actually the one that needs to create a code. So you can have two options here. You either get the option of having to create the code or having to copy the code. And if you do have to copy the code, it would pop up right here to the left of the leave match. And now I can hit private. I will go ahead and choose my deck, go to Western, and I'll create the code. And now it's created. My opponent's just going to join here in a second, and then I just hop straight into a match. Now, personally speaking, if you want this to be like lower, you can either move it here or move it to the side. I usually just move it to the side. And then, yeah, you go ahead and play your match out. Afterwards, do I want to keep this hand? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Afterwards, it will go ahead and report it automatically straight for you. And then you can go and check your stats of the game afterwards. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and play through this match, and then I'll skip towards the end just to kind of show you how that works. All right, and that should be the game. GG. GG. And as you can see at the very bottom of the match, it'll say that I have won. So right here, it'll say match ended, you win. Yeah, and I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let them know that was a tough choice there at the end of the game, but we end up taking it. So we get the win here. We can go to statistics, and scrolling up, I can see that I just got the win here. Yeah, and I can look over my deck and my opponent's deck list. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. But yeah, that's OPBounty in a nutshell. It's very fun, very easy to use. And I'm super excited to see, you know, some of the upgrades that Latasio's been talking about and they've been mentioning in the Discord as well. So if you are interested in that, you know, be sure to be a part of the Discord, but you can also check out the Patreon to see some of the notifications. Other than that, if you got any questions about it, just let me know in the comments down below. But hope you guys enjoyed, and best of luck out there in your ranked matches.